from an independent perspective, is this the caliber of music that independents should be striving for,
Right.
that is being showcased and quote unquote exploited and validated on a platform like Double XL to say this is what the culture of hip hop looks like today, or this is what the standard of hip hop looks like today?
Yeah.
And should independent artists strive to do or mimic that type of artistry or lyricism in order to make it within the industry?
I know y'all not gonna like this.
Did you make it already? Or you
No,
made it?
no, I'm about to make
I was about to say,
What
okay.
would you
So
like to say?
I was on my way over here and I was in the car and then toot, 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 toot. That's the melody of the sample on the Cardi B Outside song. That's a good song, guys. Outside's a good song. I know we don't like Cardi in here. But
Oh, listen, I'm not.
I'm not a
the
Cardi
song's
either.
good, man.
No, I would say the song. I'm not gonna say it's good.
Whoever wrote it, they did
I'm not gonna
I'm
say
gonna say the song works.
whoever wrote it did a pretty good
I'm
job.
gonna say the song works. And
The
it
track
works.
is nice.
It works excellently. It works. Don't mean I like it. It works though.
It's
No.
man.
It works.
Yeah.
It works because she stole it. That's why it works.
I forgot about that.
How'd you forget?
I forgot
they
about
stole
that.
it.
So hold on.
From the
hold
chick
on.
in what, North Carolina?
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that.
She put the whole situation
absolutely stole it.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's not
So it worked.
even really. Well, we can't say that in fair. And see, that's what I always say too about when people say.
They said she stole it.
Again, a comment was made yesterday at the event. So yesterday they had a creator summit. Recording Academy had a creator summit.
I missed it.
And the comment was made. So it's very interesting to see the perspective of the independent versus the major and just the rooms that they're in on a consistent basis. And, thankfully we have an opportunity to be in both rooms. So we have, a well-rounded perspective of what is and what is not, right?
Mm-hmm.
But to hear somebody say in the room yesterday, a great record will find its way. Whereas somebody asked the question, an independent asked the question about, how should they focus their promotion on independent records and, what do they need to do to get their music heard? And the response was a great record will find its way. I don't agree with that. The Cardi record is a perfect example because, like you said, she stole the song, right? It's not bar for bar the same words, but it's basically the track is it's like a 90% bite off the track, and even the cadence and like attitude and the melody of the verses is very similar, like 80-90%. So that means it was already a good song, right?
That's right.
But we've never heard it though, right? So you can't just say a good song will find its way. It had to be found by somebody else and basically
it found
stolen.
Its way. It found its way.
In somebody else's hands. That's
it definitely found its way.
That's
into Cardi B's
That's the painful
hands
truth.
When they faithfully either reproduced.
It's not the identical track, but so because that's a sample anyway that anybody could sample.
Exactly.
But
they sampled the whole entire thing to show that whole it was
outside.
And she put it out
and that's
said,
all that's the same.
They took this song.
Yeah.
Here's the original that I did.
Yeah.
Here's Cardi B's. Notice there's really not any difference between the two.
Yeah.
She took it. Blah blah blah, right?
Yeah,
but
she said she put it out and was just like, man, she don't even do those kind of songs.
Right?
They had asked her to do a record like that, and so she didn't think nothing else of it. It never actually got released. It was only available on YouTube,
right? And it got released. If it's on YouTube, it's released.
That's theoretically.
Theoretically, if you put it out anywhere, that song has been. It may not be released on major DSPs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But as soon as you put that out for public consumption, in some way, capacity, it's a release song. Yeah. And they heard it, and they were like, "Oh."
It was like, "That's a good idea."
That's a good idea.
It did. What every writer producer do. I would make a couple changes, but I like the way that feel. Boom. Next thing you know,
you ain't never gonna know.
Somebody else done went. redid the track.
How you not gonna know? Somebody's gonna know. If you put that song out, how are you gonna go? They're not gonna know that. I took the song from somebody else.
Yeah, I feel sorry for
masses
artists in that scenario because
I don't.
artists are just.
I don't feel sorry for artists.
He said, "I don't."
He's like, this is my reasoning.
I'm sorry.
This is my
bad. I
reasoning.
cut you off. My bad.
But,
My bad.
I'm glad you said that though, because my thought process is, and this was said yesterday too, that artists a lot of times they trust the label and they go into the studio blindly and record songs that have been presented to them that maybe even came through their manager or through an A&R, and so they don't question where the song originated from beyond whoever presents it to them. And what happens, like for example, in the case of segue to the Tyla moment, they're using Tyla's name, but do you think that Tyla knows anything about who originally produced what and who got credit for what and what the splits were? So they got Tyla's picture up there, Tyla's name, but she's probably none the wiser about the business aspect. And she's not an indie who it would be her business to know the business. She signed to a major. She's assuming that they checked all the boxes. And now her face, her name is headlining a lawsuit that technically don't have anything to do with her. It's between the producers. That's why I say I feel sorry for the artist. Now tell me.
I think the less talent you have, the more susceptible you are to this. Because if you write your own songs, if you produce your own stuff, if you involve with the creation of it, you know where the origins are. If you're sitting there, no talent, and you need somebody to hand everything to you, it's what you get. This is exactly what you get, because you don't know where it came from, who prepared it, where it come from, and it's what you get. Now, the ones that can write their own songs, that can produce it or be intimately involved with the creation of a song, it's less likely to happen to you because you're there, you creating it, you know how to create, you know how to write. But for those that can't write, they got to get stuff handed to them. It's what you get.
That's painful.
That is painful.
Because the first two names that came to my mind was Luther Vandross and Whitney Houston, who we don't know to have ever put a pen to paper. And their greatest successes is actually them remaking records that were already hit records.
That's right.
But we never questioned where they were on the talent spectrum.
I think it's different.
Would you question Whitney Houston and Luther Vandross' talent? Who will question Whitney and Luther Vandross' talent?
If there was a dispute, and actually, I think there was a dispute.
They can say no, but can they?
Dolly Parton scenario there was some dispute.
Well, from a songwriting perspective,
are they some of the greatest singers ever?
Yes.
Is it a dispute to that?
No.
So how can you compare them to Cardi B? How can you possibly compare Luther Vandross and Whitney Houston to Cardi freaking B? Stop it. Stop it.
Here's the creative process.
Ain't nobody saying Whitney. Look, no.
B always
cut it out.
He always
cut it out.
Man, he just be
cut it out, man.
He be terrorizing me.
But you want to compare
about the creative process.
But look, Luther Vandross to Cardi B.
The comparison thing. I'm talking about the creative process.
But look.
The creative process.
But look, Luther actually did write songs, though.
He did. But like I'm saying,
his greatest songs he didn't
think
write.
About some of his greatest records,
he didn't write them.
He did not.
But he did write
them so well that there are a lot of people who don't even know that his version is not the original.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's hard to compare.
When I was little, I didn't know Whitney's version was not the original.
It's hard to compare rappers to singers, though, man. Singers,
it's true,
because you can sing. Like you sing, rapping though, you can literally just get a paper and just do karaoke like Cardi B does, and like recite without any kind of skill.
In the mud.
A lot of singers do too. They sing identical to the demo,
but you still got to know how to do it though.
Today's singers,
but Ty, you got to know how to. I can't.
When I say today's singers,
you can't give me a song and tell me to sing it. It's gonna be terrible. I don't care how good the demo is. I can't do it. But you can give me somebody rap something, and I could tear it up.
I see what you're saying. You got to at least have a voice to sing.
Exactly.
You got to have. Singing is a whole different type of ability that you got to have. Rap, it doesn't take that much ability from a vocal perspective to sing, because think about it. You're singing in different octaves, different ways, right? Using your voice completely different than somebody who would rap, right? Not saying that rap is I don't know.
I guess from a hip hop perspective,
is it a lesser vocal?
I guess from
another bag of words.
From a hip hop purist perspective, I kind of am a little bit indignant from the simple fact that, like, you don't even care where this came from. You are so far removed from the principles of.
But what if they tell you it's good? We good.
That's too much.
We cleared
that's too much trust in.
But not
in the system.
Not even that though. You don't even care to even write you don't even care to like be a contributor to the art form. You just want somebody to hand it to you. You don't even like care enough.
See, I don't like that.
You don't even care enough.
I don't like that.
You don't even care enough to be like, okay, to research where this came from, or let me write my own verse. You don't even care that you want them to hand it to you. You memorize it and spit it. It's what you get.
That's what.
But maybe she did. Maybe she did write her own verse.
Just get these non-talented models or people who just look good who can't rap. Get them out of here.